Bing, Grand Rising. I'm gonna take some time. I have something really, really cool to share with you guys. In the near future. I don't really do wearables, but I have one now, and it's for a very specific reason. So you'll just get a treat. I'm not actually supposed to even talk about this, but I'm going to. So shh, if you're watching the recording, and you see this, a lot of people are gonna jump on and not see it, so that's why I'm okay with it. See this? If you've been around the community for a while, been around listening to me do live streams of talk, you for at least a year, you'll have heard me talking about token of me. And I'm gonna keep this really brief, probably like 2 or 3 sentences at most. Token of me is the app where we are able to detect flow. Imagine when you get to a flow state, when you're feeling at your like peak resonant state. So the official beta app is out. We're officially taking data. And so there's only like 6 of us testing these out. But I'm super stoked, guys, because what does this mean? Token of me is, once again, it's a platform, and we got the application working. It's not fully, we're just testing it, but this is where we can, like I said, detect flow. What does that mean? Imagine when you're in a flow state. And if you don't know what flow state is, just think of when you're in your peak state, when you're like on top of the world, it's like you create your life in the moment, everything's just happening, right? People hit flow when they play sports. I hit flow when I'm trading with specific music, right? When you get goosebumps, stuff like that. So we are, my friend, I should say, is the founder, detecting that. And soon, probably within a year, this app will work where you wear this wearable, recognizes when you're in flow state, and then it mints an NFT. So that's just the beginning. The NFT, so now you have an NFT that was minted based off of your flow. So you basically you received a token. What is an NFT? Non-fungible token. What is a US dollar? It's kind of a token, right? It's a physical token. So you are receiving payment for getting into flow state. Now, even better, even greater, is that you can imagine you create a piece of art, or as a trader, we're all traders here, right? So imagine trading, knowing when you're in alignment, when you should be trading, or knowing when you shouldn't. And you get a notification, hey, step away, you're not in flow anymore, right? Because when we're in that high resonant state, we're aligned with abundance, expansion, all that stuff. So that's why it's easier to get winning trades. This is why I teach consciousness so much, and why it's like the main thing I teach, because raising our consciousness, I'm balanced here by strings. Raising our consciousness makes it easier to program our subconscious. And when we program our subconscious for abundance, right, we get rid of blockages, that flow happens more consistently. So there's not like a timeline with this. It's just like doing it right. And it's been, 4 or 5 years in the making so far. And it's not public. So I'm not supposed to talk about it, but I'm really excited because I've been testing it out and getting the readings, and yeah, it's beautiful. So for those of you watching the recording, and then those of you on now, it's a treat for you. Everyone else that jumps on, they're gonna miss out on this announcement. So that's okay though, because this will be ready sometime, like I said, in the next year. And this is something that when it's ready, I'm going to be implementing into the Atlantis Discord, into the mentorship, all that. It's going to be like a subscription-based thing. So everyone that's part of Atlantis, my plan is that if you're paying for Atlantis and you're a member of Atlantis, that I'm going to make a deal where you'll get also free access to the Token of Me app. So Dom's just hopping on. That's good to see. I gotta share this with you later, Dom. I was just talking about the Token of Me app. I'm officially testing the flow sensor. Here's the app telling me my flow, my balance. Still testing. We're just collecting data, but I'm using a Garmin watch because it has a lot of the things to create an actual device. Well, that's the intention later on. Just going to cost a lot. So we're going to, there's going to be a lot of different things that happen before then, creating the app, the community, all that. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking about it. It's just really exciting. So yeah, pretty soon you'll be able to mint NFTs in your flow state. And more, or sorry, one more thing I'm going to say that a use case that I'm so stoked about is, in a community, imagine you set up your phone to where you get texts and you get to see if someone is in flow or not. So basically you get to see if someone's in a resonant state, or you get to see the text, the state they were in when they sent the text. So let me give you an example. Let's say I text you and I'm just like kind of angry. So the text bubble shows up as like red, it's like a lower, a lower frequency, right? The grounded, the root chakra, right? Red. But let's say, and you can basically just say, oh, I don't want to see those red texts, just like hide them from my view. But if I text you when I'm inspired, when I'm in flow, it shows up as purple. So you could be like, all right, I only want to see text from people that are like purple and blue. But if it's like red, orange, don't even show it to me. So stuff like that, I'm really excited for, because I get so many freaking messages, and I'm kind of left sometimes with I read a lot of messages that take from me, take my time and take my energy, and it's just not balanced. So this will make it easier to do that. Yeah. Okay. I know I said I was done talking, but now I really am. Today I've been flowing through charts actually. I made a couple gold trades, and I have actually been trading on a Forex account. I'm gonna see how far I can take it. And I know even just talking about this, it usually jinxes results, but but whatever. I'm just gonna mention it. I got so in CoinX, if you guys are using CoinX, they do a referral thing. So you can refer people, you get commissions. And so obviously with my course and stuff, I recommend CoinX, but like it's nothing, like I think total in the 3-4 years of commissions in CoinX, I've maybe made like $600, in 3-4 years. So it's nothing like crazy. But I forgot about this, and builds up a few dollars over time. It's just their commissions are so low. But I forgot about this little account, and I went and opened it, and it was like $99. I'm like, oh, tight. So this was on Friday or Saturday. I'm like, all right, cool, $99. Let's just see what I can do. Sunday night comes around, trade a couple gold trades and all that. What is it today? It's Wednesday. Basically, just from the trades. So I took the 99 down to 66. I lost one $30 trade. And then I just saw gold, and I'm like, gold looks so good. I'm like, dude, I don't care about $60. So I definitely over leveraged compared to the account size. I was $60. I was like, dude, who cares? And worked out. So now what was $99, $99 account on Sunday night is already up to $1,071 in just like a few days. So I'm gonna see how far I can take it, just for fun. But yeah, I don't like. I wasn't gonna mention it until I got to like 3K, but that's the account I'm gonna be trading. So we'll see today if we find trades. Today, my intention is to look at some Forex charts and maybe see if we can find something on the lower time frames. I was kind of scanning. There's some things going on, but not too much. So yeah, I'll post the history of this when I get it to a super solid level. I'll be more public about it. But yeah, just to show you the power of what you can do with just focus and consistency. Yeah, $1,000 is not that much money, but 10xing your account. And technically I got it down to 60. So technically I took it from 60 to 1,070. You know what I'm saying? So but we'll say 99 because there's some losses. So yeah, 10xing your account and almost 11xing your account in a few days. Pretty cool. But also is small account, and I used a lot of risk. So we'll see. Now that it's up a little bit, I'm gonna lower my risk, stay consistent with it. But yeah, I got it all on MetaTrader, and my other account, my main account is like 120K or something. So it's definitely a bit different, but still, I'm getting, I'll stop sharing really quick because I'm not even talking about it. I'm still getting though, like, $200 wins. Like last night I made a trade, British pound, Japanese yen, hit my take profit, and I was like 150. Gold today I got into a buy, two buys. One was 184 profit, one was $9. So yeah, like even this, what I'm like, this is an income that I can live off of $200 to $300 a day. And that's basically what I've been averaging that since I started this $100 account. We'll see if it continues once again. I don't want to jinx it, but you know, trading is just so dope because like you literally like we have the power of getting funded accounts and stuff now, right? We can do all that. I mean, we've had that power, but now I know about it, you know, in the last few months. So you can trade with a lot more, a lot quicker. But if you know what you're doing and you can get into flow and you got a really empowered mindset, like bro, the sky's the limit. So you could take $100 and live off that income. So anyway, me saying all this, I know usually it messes with the energy, it jinxes it. Sometimes I make mistakes, so I'm gonna be extra careful. But still, though, the fact I've done it, prove a point. So anyway, yeah, let's go through some charts. Actually, first, I'm gonna go outside. Let's do a visualization. Quick one. We're gonna just tap into the frequency of abundance and then see if we can find some super solid trades. I just try to put glasses on while I have glasses on. That's really funny. Yeah, so while I'm getting myself situated, if you're gonna participate in this quick visualization, I'm thinking like 3 minutes at most, maybe 4 minutes. Get yourself comfortable. Sitting down, probably the best. You can lie down if you want, but if you are doing things, you know, I know there's at least one mom on here, so if you're doing mom duties, you can't sit down and focus. Just try to be there with your mind. Try to go there. So, okay, get comfortable. Get present with your breath. Breathe deep into your belly. Try to get that breath like down to your tailbone, right? And start imagining that with every breath, you're seeing all this white light just come into your body. Now you can imagine this white light coming from like the sun, right? It's really easy for me to just imagine as I'm breathing in, the energy of the sun is being absorbed into my body. Or if you can imagine just bits of light, of prana, just coming from all directions as you breathe in. You can imagine that prana coming in your mouth. Imagine those white light filling your body. 2 to 3 breaths. Breathing deep, right? Imagine your whole body is like filled with light. Like you are the sun. Like you are the center of creation. Okay, so we're going to tap into abundance here. And what we're going to do is still watching your breath. I want you to, this whole time, this whole visualization, make sure, and your whole life, make sure you're breathing deep, but especially right now, let's stay extra present with it. Breathing deep into your belly first, then filling your chest, then your throat. And I want you to think about abundance. What is abundance? Abundance to me is more than enough, right? And then we can tap into super abundance, and that's what nature has, is super abundance. So I want you to think about how much abundance is in this world. Now, I know when people say the word abundance, most people immediately think of money. Well, let's take a second to think about all the trees. All the trees in the world. Now, I don't know where you live, but where I live, trees everywhere. So many trees. And then you go just up the road to Mexico and it's a whole jungle. So if you live in an area where there's not a lot of trees, think about the rainforest. If you've been to a jungle, think about that. Imagine you're standing in the middle of a forest and just be present with all the trees and all the life force that they hold. There's so many trees, way more trees than humans, like 100x probably. That's abundance. That's super abundance. Yeah, money's paper anyway. We can print it with trees, so it's like that's abundance. Technically, money trees. Let's take our mind to all the water in the world. Think how big the oceans are. Crazy. It's way more surface area. I don't even know how much. It's like what? Probably 80% of the earth. It's covered in water. Crazy. Think of all the lakes, all the rivers. always flowing. All the springs. California's been flooding. Utah's got crazy amount of water right now. So much abundance of water. Water is a source of energy, a source of life. Super abundant. Wow, so much water. They're limited. Even if you run out of fresh water, you can go just boil the ocean water and distill it, right? We got plenty of water. Now think of all the people in the world. It's crazy. I don't know if you've ever been to a big city, but go to places like Asia, India, more people than you could ever think of, that you ever imagine in one place. It's crazy. So billions of people that we know about. There's a lot of illegitimate people too that no one knows about. That's super abundance. And every human is energy, is life force, right? Super abundance. Think of all the air. You may live near a city and the air maybe not be so fresh, but I'll tell you what, there's enough air, fresh air here to go around for all of us 100,000 times over our entire lives. All the fresh air, all the oxygen, another form of life force, right? All the prana that's around us, that's available. That's abundance. That's super abundance. Now you are part of nature. A lot of humans want to deny that, try to say, oh, humans are killing the earth. No, you are part of the earth. You're part of nature. You're part of this cycle. The earth, God's source energy, way more intelligent than we are, right? And prepared the earth, prepared all that to support us as a human race for our expansion, individually and collectively. We have more than anything, more than what we need. Did you know that everyone in the world could fit in the state of Texas and still have something like, I think, a quarter, maybe a half of an acre of land? Every human on earth could fit in the state of Texas. Think about how much land there is. There's so much space. Despite all the fear that people want to promote, it's all bullshit. It's not true. Abundance is everywhere. That's the nature of things. And the earth is intelligent, and as a human race, we're intelligent, and we'll be on other planets in the next 20, 30 years anyway. So we have super abundance of space, of resources, of life force, of energy, everything to tap into. You are part of that. The charts are a part of that. The fact that Fibonacci, Fibonacci math that shows up in nature and trees and flowers and in the ocean and the galaxies also shows up in your body, in the joints of your hips, in the charts. Charts are a part of nature. Markets are a part of nature because it was created by a part of nature. It's us. And so that's why these things, just like the seasons, just like the tides, just like the breath, charts are also another form of energy, another expression of life. All right, when you feel good, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Back to the moment. We've only been in the moment. But you can open your eyes when you're ready. And so this little visualization, if I'm ever feeling not so abundant, I just need to simply think about all the abundance that's in the world. And that taps me into it. Now we are all more aligned with that frequency of abundance. So when we go into charts and things, we're going to be much more likely to find opportunity that is also aligned with that. Y'all feel? All right. Going over to first, let's update on crypto. I know Dom, we kind of did a couple days ago. Dom's been posting charts for you guys, for all of us, really consistently. Watching the chart last night, I mentioned last night Bitcoin was showing strength. It looked really good. To be honest, I opened a trade and closed it early because I was really tired and I just wasn't in the mindset to have been trading before the movement happened. I did see it, did feel it, but to me, it wasn't worth the risk. So personally, I missed out on the pump, but that's okay because there's so many other pumps always happening. So let's go ahead and really quick update on what Dom was saying. I shouted you guys out last night too. So Dom was showing all the support, liquidity zone, where to buy. So if you guys have been paying attention to Dom, you probably caught that move last night. So his target was hit perfectly. Boom. See this here? He posted it yesterday. Posted this target. So anyways, you guys just pay attention. We're updating you consistently, and of course we got these live streams too to keep you posted. But let's run through the Bitcoin chart right now. I think everything's following Bitcoin. So let's just see more clearly what's going on. Oh, nice. We pumped up a little more. So we've pumped pretty strong. And I've been waiting to find an entry. For me, okay, by the way, really cool thing, guys. So you guys know Bybit is down. Well, not down, but they're just requiring identity. So to me, they're requiring identity verification. So to me, they're down. So I've been testing out a few. I put in $1,500 to a website called MEXC, and last night I was trying to make a trade and they just jacked me up. I couldn't close my trade, and so it was stupid. I lost this like $200, $250 because I was clicking over and over to close the trade, and it wouldn't close it. And it was while this movement was happening. And so, or it was right before, and I saw it coming. And so to me, it just felt really sketchy, like they're manipulating the market, their market. So the next one I'm testing now is called BingX, and I actually really like it so far. It's only been like a day and a half. I made an account earlier this year, but I just kept using Bybit. Here's the dope part: is I connected BingX to my TradingView here. So you see my balance. This is my balance of my BingX account in TradingView, and guess what? I can trade directly through TradingView. I can choose my leverage. It goes up to 150x. It's a little different. So in this case, we're using USDT. So I only put a little bit in because I'm just trying to test it out. I want to see how it goes, how it flows. But you can trade right here on TradingView through BingX. So I'm mentioning this. I was going to wait to mention because I genuinely feel like this is probably the one I'll keep around. If you guys want to try it out for fun, I'll share my referral link, because why not? And yeah, and that's something that we'll have actually, a Senate Trader, an Atlantis official account. Dom's trying another one. We're also trying BitGet. It's not 100% yet. So I want to, you guys can definitely try it. And just since I'm showing you, I don't even know how to do this. Account, invite to earn. That's what it is. So you guys can all do this too. I'll post this in the crypto chat. This is unofficial, meaning I could decide if their market maker is shitty like Mexi, then I am definitely going to leave, So check that out. And Dom's also looking at a couple. So we're gonna have a more official, announcement and put it in the course here in the next 3-4 days. But I'm really feeling good about BingX, and part of it is because I don't even need it open. I can just trade right here in TradingView. So once I connected my account, what you do is when you create an account, down here, there's a button to trade, and you can see I'm currently in this account. So it says BingX for me. But what I can do is when I search the charts, you can only trade, of course, the charts that are from BingX. So all you do is you go here, and once you logged in, it shows you, see how it says BingX here? It shows you all the charts they have for futures. They have a ton. So I only did my favorite, like 6. Is that? Rune, Dogecoin, Solana, and just a couple others that I'm watching. But yeah, and then you just trade right in here. So same thing, you got to be really careful when you're trading, measure your risk. You can see, boom, $1,000. If you're doing 150x, then it's really easy to do the math here. So if you're trading $1,000 and you go 150x leverage, then you're trading with 150,000. So it's just right off the amount that you're trading with. So yeah. And you can see balance profit. If we see a trade, I'll open it up. Maybe a Bitcoin short. Let's see, just like looking at the low time frames. I don't really want to short crypto though, I'm gonna be honest. It's just like too sketchy. So, but yeah, I just want to show this. I'm gonna test it out for like at least 3-4 days. And I was doing that with MEXC. I was actually almost about to announce, hey guys, we're gonna use MEXC. And then I had that thing last night. So I've been trying that out for like 3-4 days. So just be patient with it. Like I said, I only sent you the link to try it out. Just realize I might decide it ain't it. So I want to make sure there's liquidity, which they have. I want to make sure that it's consistent. I want to make sure they're not, that I can. The fact that these guys, this is like not the only crypto exchange, this is like the only crypto derivatives exchange that doesn't require identity verification that connects to TradingView. That's what I've seen. So that's what's dope about this. You've always been able to trade in TradingView. It's just that as a US citizen, all the brokers they block US citizens. They don't like them. They don't like the US government. So anyways, that's where it is. That's where it's at. So let's see how it goes. Oh, whoops. I needed that. Okay. So let's look through a couple charts here on crypto. Oh yeah, by the way, look at this. This is a 1-minute chart of Rune on BingX. But if we go to Rune, look like here's Binance Rune. It's just a lot more clear. So that just tells us that there's not as much liquidity, meaning there's not as much money inside BingX as versus something like Binance, obviously. But that's another thing why, especially with derivatives, you want to be able to get in and out of your trade, no question, no problem. So we want to make sure that if we're suggesting something that you're able to do that. So, okay. Bitcoin. So honestly, just watching the chart, to me, it's a wait zone. We pumped. Okay. We have a couple, potential resistance levels along the way. Just drawing lines here. Kind of see this area. To me, obviously remembering that these support and resistance levels are a range, right? So it literally looks something like that. Deleted. Just reminding you. So I see this area here. You can see we kind of approached it. Also connects to this bottom right here. So a bit of resistance. So I'm actually expecting maybe we're going to come down a little bit. This is Rune, but Rune and Bitcoin, all of them are following each other. It's all the same. See how the chart looks like the exact same? Because everything's following Bitcoin. They're not following each other. Everything's following Bitcoin. So same idea here. Except Bitcoin, we don't have a lot of resistance right above us. If we can break this level, this peak here, it's 31,000. To me, if we can break just below that, and just to show you what I'm looking at, you guys, if you're in the course and stuff, you hear me talk about engulfing candles, engulfing movements, all that. So you see here, this is a downward movement. And then as we've come up, we're approaching the top or the beginning of that downward movement. So this is a test. This is saying who's stronger, the people selling or the people buying. Now, one thing we do like on the side of the buyers, this is a 12-hour chart, is that two 12-hour candles, it's pumped and almost engulfed this entire movement, right? We're right at the beginning, right at that initial resistance level. So this is why we don't want to buy right now, because we definitely could go down and retest, which in the lower time frames it's kind of doing, but it's not happening fast. So I expect it to pump more. So comparing, see 1-2 candles all the way up versus how many candles on the way down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus sideways for a little bit. So 6 candles to go down, and it's taken 2 to go up. So to me, this means that people buying have a decent amount of strength, but we can't deny we are at a resistance level. So staying patient. But it looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks really good. If we go back to the 3-day here, on the 3-day on Bitcoin, we just retested the moving average beautifully, and we bounced right off of that. So that looks good. Weekly here, weekly's at a resistance level based off the fibs, or not the fibs, based off the Bollinger Bands. We can stretch this out too, and obviously just see like very strong resistance level. So to me, the next major level that we have to test, to overcome, is going to honestly be in this area here. Bing. Okay, so you can see here where we bounced off, went up, right? And then we came down, we bounced here, we went up a tiny bit and then broke through. So to me, this area is about 35, 37K. Now, to me though, so I'm expecting for sure that Bitcoin goes to 35K. If you realize, if you remember, if you saw, um, 3 days ago, I said I think BTC is going to 40K. And what was that? What was it at 3 days ago? 1, 2, 3. It was at about 27. So we've started that process. I think we still have space. Right now is not your time to enter. But why 40K? What's the reason? Let's go back out to the high time frames. I'll show you. So you know how I was talking about engulfing movements, right? So here, upward movement, right? Here, downward, small upward, right? Strong downward. I would consider this sideways. And now we started this upward movement. So to me, this right here, since we are in an upward trend, right? And we've broken above, we'll call this the sideways, right? We've broken above this sideways crap. And so to me now, the next level to ultimately test is to see how strong are the people selling? Is it more likely to continue up or to continue down? So the very beginning of this bearish movement is right here, 46K. I am anticipating though that we may not go all the way there. I'm anticipating that we come up to get close to it to test, and then we move downward. And another level that we see right at 40K is this line. You can see how we tested it as, let's go even back further. Tested it as resistance, right? Broke above, tested it as support, went above, broke below, tested it as resistance, went down, broke above, tested it as resistance, went up, tested as, I'm sorry, as support went up, as support went up, once again broke down. So you can see we played with this level multiple times. I think that because this one's the most obvious for many people that are trading, that people who have big money in Bitcoin are going to push it higher, just because that is they want to fake people out. A lot of people are going to see this level and they're going to short sell. They're going to be like, oh, it's at resistance, let's sell it, expect it to go down. And I think that the market will get pushed higher in order to liquidate them, right? In order to create liquidity for the markets, for those people who actually want to sell. And then I do believe that once we get to 40K or around there, we're either going to go down sharp. And to me, that would be, we come back down maybe around 25K, or we're going to go sideways for a while. So to me, that's one of the other things. This is kind of sideways, but I think that will range between here, 25K maybe, and 40K potentially for the next year. And then the Bitcoin halving is next year, and I think that's when we really start to pump. So this is a time as a Bitcoin investor. Of course, you can trade it if you know what you're doing. I wouldn't jump right into leverage trading crypto until you have some practice, and it's good to practice in Forex demo because the patterns are way more consistent. But definitely what you could be doing, what you should be doing, is what's called dollar cost averaging. What's investing over time. So making absolutely sure that you're putting, even if it's $50 a week, $50 a month, into coins or into things that you personally believe in. So for maximum financial opportunity, to be honest, in crypto, Bitcoin is not maximum financial opportunity when it comes to investing and trading. Like I think that it could go a little bit less than 10x, maybe like 7 or 8x over the next year and a half to 2 years. But then you have things like Solana, which will easily go like probably 15, 20x. You have things like Star Atlas, which will easily go 100x over the next 2 years. So what I would say is, when I'm trading, I like to trade the bigger ones, but when I'm investing, I'm investing in everything. My crypto holdings right now, it's about the things that are actually in crypto. I have a lot of money still in US dollar coins, mostly DAI and Tether. And these are just waiting for me to buy in at a higher level. I'm probably though out of all the money I have available in crypto, I'm like 55-ish% exposed at this point. And meaning 55% of my money is actually in the coins and not the dollar coins, not the stable coins and the actual currencies. And of that 55%, I am probably like 50-ish% of that is just Bitcoin. And then the rest is spread out. I have a little bit of Ethereum, I have Rune, I have some Dogecoin,
I definitely have a good amount of Solana, probably at least 20% of that is Solana. And I'm putting less in these smaller coins because the opportunity is much larger. And in the end, aside from Solana, really, I'm trying to think. Yeah, really, aside from Solana, um, and maybe a little bit of Star Atlas, we'll see when the actual game comes. The point of these investments is for me to earn more Bitcoin. I truly, fully, full-heartedly believe that Bitcoin is it's the reserve currency, will be the reserve currency, definitely the reserve currency of the metaverse, of the digital world. There's just no doubt, So, to me, and it's the best chance right now that could change. Things could take over, other things. But to me, it's the best opportunity we have at a free currency, and so I want more of it. I want, just like more people want gold if the dollar's crashing. Old people, I want more Bitcoin. So that's what a lot of my investments are for. So dollar cost averaging is buying a little bit over time. So your average cost, right, is lower than if you just buy all at once, right? Or lower or higher. So anyway, just some thoughts on crypto. So as of this moment, for the rest of the day, I'm personally not, it's moved up really strong. So on these higher time frames, 4 hour, 1 hour, I just want to see I want to see it come down a little more before I jump in. Even if it pumps straight from here, I'll miss out. That's it. But there's always going to be another entry, and I'm cool with it. So yeah, last night I was trading Doge, and I opened up a trade right here, and I closed it like right there. So I missed out. But we still have space. Like there's still so much room to go up. Dogecoin, I don't know when, but I firmly believe that within the next few months we'll go up to like 12 to 15 cents. So there's big opportunity there. So I'm just watching personally the lower time frames just for that solid entry. But as for higher time frames, it's looking on some of them decent to enter. But yeah, I'm wait mode. So on up to 22. I was looking at this at $20 the other day. And yeah, it's looking good. So, but same thing. I'm in wait mode. Yeah, okay. Is there any questions? Is there any crypto you want to check out? Because I'm about to go into Forex charts. I want to see if we can find a trade today. But I want to open up for questions, comments, concerns about crypto. Do you have a specific cryptocurrency you want me to check out? Do you have a specific chart that you want to check out, even if it's not crypto? I don't want to know. Speak now, forever hold your peace. No, no, you don't have to forever hold your peace. You can talk anytime you want. Just unmute yourself or send the message. But no crypto questions, no crypto requests, analysis requests. So, all right, let's go into Forex. All right, GBP JPY retesting. We moved up, closed out sides of the Bollinger Band, came down, got a strong hammer, and now we're moving up. This to me already looks like a good trade. At least on the 1 hour. I need to find an entry on the higher time frame. I need to find time frames that are lined up. Okay, so I moved to the 4 hour. 4 hour, we just got this doji, which can be a reversal candle. So we moved up. We had strong wicks here, moved up strong, got a potential reversal candle right at the moving average, and then we moved down. But on the hourly, looks so good, like it wants to move up. Okay, so in this case, now I'm going to go to the daily and see, okay, is there room on the daily for this to move up? Okay, and right off the bat on the daily, I see yesterday's strong bearish candle, and it doesn't look as good to me because we moved down, we engulfed this movement, and notice how we moved up in this current candle. There's still 6 hours left. Can't make a full decision. Moved up a little bit though, and we're testing. It can be hard to see, but we're testing this line here. See that? This is a level to me. Let's go to a lower time. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to delete this one. Okay, let's go to a lower time frame so you can kind of see what I'm saying. See this top line? See how it was resistance here, support here, right? Support here, bounced up, hit it as resistance, right? So this level, we're right at that. And we've got a little bit of a wick so far on this current candle. So that tells us that there's some resistance. Let's go to the higher time frames. Let's go to a weekly, see if we have a chance there. Okay, we got 2 days left. And we did just hit the top band with a hammer, basically, strong wick at the top. And we can't make a decision on this candle, but we're showing some resistance there, right? So it takes a lot more to move a weekly than it does an hourly. So based off the, if this chart, or if it was to close like this right now, then I'm immediately like short it. It's going down. And I would predict to trade at least to like right here. So, okay, even though the 1 hour looks like a good buy, the higher time frames don't show that continuation. So I'm not feeling so good. So I did go down to the 15-minute. Let's just see if that's providing opportunity. And right off the bat, we're on the 15-minute. Yes, we closed outside of the top band, which says that we could go higher. But then we closed outside of the bottom band, which says we could go lower. And we are below the moving average now. We're testing it. We're touching it. Let's see what happens. But to me now, because even though the 1 hour looks so good, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, not seeing it. Okay, so for me, move on. Wait, this chart looks the exact same. So it tells you that the Japanese yen is moving the way it does. So this is USD JPY. Now USD JPY, beautiful, is hitting support, strong support. Now we have an hour and 45 minutes left for this current candle, but you see this pink trend line I drew go way back to October last year. And notice how we've broken above, testing as support. So we're in this beautiful green box. I drew this like, I don't know, over here. And so we're in this now. So this is a great level to buy. I drew this green box because I was retesting, right? This is that higher low. You can see this trend line I have here. And so to me, that was that area to kind of retest. Plus it was this downward trend line that we had broken. Okay, beautiful. So this trade I drew out a while ago. It's up a bit. I didn't actually make this trade. I just drew it. But to me, this second chance to entry is looking good on this 4 hour. So now I'm curious to go to higher time frames to see if the higher time frames always also align. And notice here on the daily, we have 5.5 hours left, but we got a strong wick on the bottom. So now the 4 hour, we have some candles that have closed. Not this one yet, but this entry, it looks like it's brewing. If the daily closes like this is for sure gonna head upward. Now we like that. Let's go to the 12 hour. Okay, actually 12 hours not. 12 hour doesn't look as good, but still looking pretty good. Same thing at that support level. We can also notice that we're moving. Here's this upward movement, right? We're kind of getting close to testing the beginning of that upward movement. So that's where we're starting to see support now. So last one, I'm going to go on the higher time frame, go out to the weekly, see if this has space. Quite beautifully. This chart here, this candlestick here is testing the moving average here. So we can potentially expect support. My girlfriend is really into getting into acting. She already models. She's in a really cool magazine. Check them out on Instagram. The magazine's called Global Billionaire. It's now a friend of ours who runs it. But yeah, she was in that. And anyways, she's really into acting. And so we'll randomly just like pop into different accents just to like practice with her. So that's why I did that randomly. It's just like a habit now sometimes. Okay, anyway, so I went out to the weekly and we're right at that level where we broke above the moving average, and we also have come down a little bit to where we're retesting. It's that orange line, like I was saying. So to me, that area could be this area could be a good level to buy. Can't deny though, the previous candle was an inverted hammer. That is a reversal candle potentially, but that's after breaking above the moving average. So for me, it still looks good. For fun, I'm going to go to the monthly. Quite beautifully, the monthly here already tested off the moving average. And notice how we had this strong bounce here. In this candle, we came down with the wick. We tested the beginning, right? The candle tested the beginning of this upward candle. And then we have another one where it tested the beginning of the upward candle. Let me remove my drawings here. And the wick's higher. So once again, we have 2 days left. Can't make a decision. But the fact that we came down, retested, and now we're trying to move down. We just have not been able to overtake this strong candle. So honestly, everything looks like it's a good area to buy. Now, a couple other things I want to show you to align this, because is Anna on? She might not be. No, okay. I was working with Anna yesterday. I don't know if you guys have met Anna or see Vitamin and Globa in the group, in the Discord. But we were talking about the dollar. And we were talking about how the dollar actually looks like it could be coming back. So I want to share with you guys a quick secret. So first we can go to gold, and we're on the gold monthly, and notice very clearly gold is at a strong resistance level, and we've started to wick off, meaning we started to bounce downward. We touched it and now we're moving down. Okay, so if gold is weak, if gold's going to hit, if gold's at resistance, that means gold potentially could go down. I don't know if it's going to go down very far. We do have some strong candles, so we'll see. But if gold's going to be weak, then that means the dollar might be strong. So one thing we can do, go over here, DXY, we can search a chart of the dollar and chart the dollar out. So on the monthly of the dollar, we're right at a moving average. Now we have 2 days left, so we can't make a full decision. We're going to want to see this move up strong, but we're right at this potential support level. So there is a chance that the dollar rallies over the next, month or two, potentially. We want to wait till this in the next couple days to see exactly what happens. Okay, I got to call in 40 minutes. You guys see with the trading team. So, we're going to see what happens in the next couple days. But this is at a potential strong support level. So we have gold hitting strong resistance. We have the dollar hitting potential strong support. And then we got the currency pair USD JPY also looks like it's hitting potential strong support. So that to us means that we could do a couple things. We could trade to short the dollar. I'm sorry, to long the dollar. We could short gold, right? We could expect gold potentially to go down a bit, right? And then any other pair, if the dollar is strong on the DXY, right? The dollar currency index. If this looks good, then any other USD pair, if this is going to go up, then that means that the US dollar is going to be strong versus any of these other pairs. So we can also go to charts like Euro USD, and we can see if it's looking weak, if it looks like it's about to go down. The 3 days starting to approach resistance. Oh, that's a 3-month. Whoops. Yeah, three day. Also kind of hitting resistance. It's not closing outside the Bollinger Band. But yeah, not good enough to make a decision yet. So for me, this data and making this decision on shorting gold, maybe buying the dollar, is going to be based off of what the weekly chart says and the monthly chart here in a few days. Is there any questions on that? Does that make sense, guys? That's a really powerful tool to start to kind of position yourself. Like when you can look at the high time frames like that, you can say, okay, over the next month or 2 months, it looks like it's going to go this way, right? And the patterns that you recognize on the monthly chart are the same patterns that you're looking for in the 1 minute. So if you're like, okay, I expect it to go up, then that means over the next month, you can just look for in the lower time frames, hourly, 4-hour, daily, you can just look for buys. And every time it's going down, you're just looking for a new level to buy. And I've had so many awesome trades where, you get into a small trade, but because you have that monthly candle backing you up saying the monthly is going to go up in the next, over the next month or two, you can get into a small trade and you can let it ride and it goes really far. And a small trade can turn into a really big one. And you can put more money on the table. You can do a bigger position size because your stop loss is based off of the lower time frame. So that means it'd be a smaller loss. Does that make sense? Heck yeah. I'm going to assume yes. No answer from anyone to me means yes.
Yes, it makes total sense, Cody.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it, Jacob. How you doing, bro? I know you've been slaying gold. What you do? Are you trading gold today?
Yeah, I am. I'm actually bearish on gold today, so it's fun that you're talking about it right now. Because literally yesterday I put in Discord that gold's going to 208, and then literally early this morning it hit 208, and then right as it hit 208, I entered a short after that next candle. But if you watch it, totally engulfed that entire move, and it just dipped down to 1993.
Beautiful.
And then I think it's going to play off of 1993 for the next couple minutes before we decide if we want to go up or down. But it looks like it just retested 1995. I have a support resistance line right there, and it's kind of battling right now. So
yeah, it's looking good. I'm looking at 15-minute here, 5-minute. We got a hammer, but we also close outside the band. So yeah, I would expect more downside. So yeah, the main thing we can't deny is that strong resistance level at the monthly. On top of that, notice this upward movement in gold, still looking at the monthly that started in March 2021.
yeah,
We went down and we engulfed that whole movement. Now, we also did engulf that downward movement just barely too. So we can't deny that. And engulfing for you guys that don't know, it means like the candle body's closed above or below. So yeah, we'll see. But a hammer is a reversal candle. Like look at last time we touched, we got a hammer. And we kind of got one forming now. So I love that you're bearish. Makes me feel good. That's kind of where I'm at too. So yeah, lots of volatility in gold. It's been fun to trade this week. Really fun to trade.
It's actually funny. I had a nightmare last night about gold. If you want to hear about it real quick.
I do.
So I had entered that long on gold at to 2008, and then literally I had a dream last night that, well, I guess this morning, because I woke up and then I just hopped on the charts, but literally that gold was going up, hit a support resistance, and then I was like, oh, it's gonna reverse. So then I hit a way larger leverage in my dream than I normally would have on a short. And then, but the nightmare was that I actually pushed buy. And then it literally like did $100, you know, how like at the beginning of every quarter, or like you know how like it's super volatile sometimes. But literally just
Yeah,
watch
totally.
that. I'm like, yeah. And then I like look at my account balance. I'm like, no. Because I had to hit buy instead of short. It was just funny. Nightmare.
Oh, better that happens in a nightmare than in real life.
Oh, dude, yeah, I woke up, had to check my account real quick. I'm like,
Like, oh,
okay,
shit.
we're good. Which is funny, dude, that I'm having dreams about like the charts now.
Dude, that's how
I guess
you
I
know
have,
you're
but
in it.
yeah, it's just
They
funny.
say that like the charts are definitely in a whole new language, and they say like you're really starting to learn a language when you start to dream in that language. And so I remember, yeah, I haven't had a trading dream in a while, but I noticed that in the times of my life when I'm really focusing a lot on charts, which has started again over the last kind of, I'm always looking at charts, but I'm even more so that it's like I'm more likely to get dreams about trading. Um, Heck yeah. Yeah, that's that's
I like
amazing.
share.
Beautiful. And I also want you to share, if you're open to it, how your progress has been on your funded challenge.
Yeah, so it's been going good. So it's FTMO. So they have the two trials. It's the 1 month. And you got to make 10%, and then trial stage 2. It's still a month. Well, you have up to 60 days on trial 2, and then you have to do 5% of the account balance. So I'm on day 5, and then I got a little over, like a little under 1% left to go.
Word.
So I'm like, honestly, I got $1,000 more to go, and then I'm fully funded. It's kind of
Beautiful.
crazy to think about. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So,
Wait, so what size account you're doing again?
50K.
50K. So your goal was to increase it by 7,500?
It's 25. This stage 2.
Stage 2, but I mean total of
Oh,
75.
totally. Yep.
So you're up 6,500. Nice. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And how
And then
long has it taken you from when you started to now?
dude, it took me, well, the first trial took me 10 days. But wait, what do you mean? Like, how long is the whole trial? Because I tried FTML once, and then literally 2 days in, I failed because I didn't
Okay.
set my proper. And then I did it again. And then on that trial, passed the first stage in like 10 days. And then I waited a couple days, and now I'm on stage 2.
So 10 days from this new one, basically 10 to 15
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, I'm
Beautiful.
on like, yeah, 15,
And they
20 days
give
on
they
this
give
one.
60 days total to hit the goal, right?
Yeah, stage 2 is 60 days total, 10
Oh,
minimum.
so stage 1 is 30 days and then stage 2 is 60 days. So you have a total of 3 months technically.
Yeah,
Wow.
3 months. And stage 2 is way easier. But each stage has 10 required trading days. And then I'm on my 5th day now, and I'm more than halfway there.
Beautiful. Okay, so for everyone, what that means is you can get good at your demo account and know what you're doing. I mean, we're talking, I stay very, very careful. Be careful. I know you are. You're doing really good. I don't want to. I always like with sharing things. I like to like we say personal, but I just don't like to add any extra energy to things that where it doesn't need it. But I just want to say, just for everyone, I wanted you to share that to share with everyone. Like once you're profitable, once you know what you're doing in a demo account, you can get funded like literally within a month. Like you can literally start trading real money. And with Jacob's $50,000 account, when he gets funded, everything from there on, he keeps 80% of the profit. And then after about like what I think a few months or so, they'll
I think it's
increase that to 90%.
I think
And
it's
they
like a
also
month or
increase the
two.
account size. Month or two?
Yeah.
Nice.
So so after a month or two, it increases 90%. And then every quarter, they'll increase the account 25%.
Beautiful. So this is a way just to share, like with, you can easily, like, first month, profit. You're in 15 days in. And if this was the live account, which there's no difference in the movements and the stop loss or anything, you're a few weeks in and you're up $6,500. That's why you're keeping at least 5K of that. That's a livable income. If you're making 5K a month, if you can't live off 5K a month comfortably, you need to move somewhere different. But of course, you always want to get greater, 20, 30, 50, 100K a month, 1,000,000%. Each one of us always deserves that all the time. But yeah, I'm just trying to, just to be realistic, like we can get there really, really fast. So that's dope, bro. I'm really proud of you. Keep
Thank
going.
you.
Stay humble, even though it's super dope. It feels good. It's easy when we feel those moments to like, oh yeah, I made it. I'm doing so good. And then we can make mistakes, and feel like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm not. And I know you know all this, but I'm just expressing for everyone else.
Exactly.
But
It's
we
funny, actually. Yeah.
what were you saying?
I was just gonna say I didn't tell anybody I was like doing this. And then when I passed that stage one, like I really just wanted to like tell my dad, but then I was like, do I want to tell him yet or do I want to be funded? But like him and I were like up at the cabin together. So like, oh hey, by the way, I'm like doing this thing. And then he like texted my whole family. I'm like, no, like that's not what I was telling you this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's
yeah,
it's funny. It's good. But yeah, and it's cool too because you also, how much do you pay? You pay like what, $500 or something, like $400 for that?
yeah, it was like I think it got more expensive, but it was like 421 or something. It was a funny number. But yeah, it was like 400 or $500.
Okay,
But there's
cool.
cheaper accounts. Like if you go smaller, it's less. But I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna have a 50K account. I don't care how much money I have to spend to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's just it's much, when you have that larger account, it's easy to make a livable income, easier.
Oh, dude, like the trading is so much easier. And that's the thing is like I've gotten so dialed in. I don't want to have gotten so dialed in with gold, but it's like I know my leverage points now. Like I can kind of do the calculator in my head a lot easier because I'm just looking at like what dollars are going to be. Because if you're leveraging one, every dollar is 100.
Mm,
So it's a lot easier to like, okay, it drops 50 cents. That's $50. Like, so
easy math.
like I've
Yeah.
been, yeah, quick mess.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, and just to show you guys, this is the FTMO website. There's other ones too, but you can actually do up to a $200,000 account with FTMO.
Yeah.
And that costs, looks like $1,200 basically in euros. But it's the same thing. You got to increase the account. So I thought it was 60 days total for some reason, but you have 90
I
days
did too.
total to increase by
Yeah.
15%. And to put that into perspective, that I was talking earlier, Jacob, before you got on, I found an account that had some dust on it.
Mm.
Like I had $99, and I'm just like, all right, let's see what we can do, And so I made one trade, got stopped out, lost $35. So I'm down, it's down to like 60, 66, I think. And I YOLO longed gold, and I did a 0.1 lot size, which is really big for a $60 account. But I'm just like, it's $60, I don't care. And yeah, now after been trading it up, and this account's already up to 1,070, and this is since Sunday night. So what I'm getting
From the 99.
from 99 to 66,
Oh,
now at
65. Yeah.
1,071.
Nice, dude.
So
That's great.
what I'm only sharing that because when we're, to give the perspective, guys, of like, of course, when we're on a larger account, we're taking a test, we're gonna want to risk way less than what I was doing. But if I can increase the account by 10x, almost 11x in 3-4 days, like 15. So we're talking 1,000%,
Yeah.
in a few days, right? 15% in 90 days is easy when you
Yeah.
look at it like that, you have all the time. So anyway, dude, I'm super stoked, super proud of you.
Okay.
Heck yeah. Okay. Well, I want to go. I have a call with the trading team about 30 minutes, A couple of other of you on here are invited. So 2 things I want to announce. First of all, mentorship. We're starting the first like intro call next week. And then we're starting within a few days after that the actual mentorship. It's 90 days. It's 2 calls a week, and we guarantee profitability 90 days. We'll teach you how to get funded. And the guarantee is we'll coach you for free. But you have some requirements to keep it, to make sure that you qualify for that. You got to be showing up. You got to be putting in the work. So if you're not profitable 90 days, we will coach you until you are for free. And the intention behind this is to get more people to be part of the trading team. Okay, we need as many traders as we can get, as many minds as we can get. And later this is going to split into different teams. We're going to have a team that does more short-term scalp trading, short time frames. We're going to have a team that does more long-term tradings. We're going to have a Forex team, all that eventually. Right now, though, we're just getting a solid group. And it's actually, for those of you in the Discord, we have the trading team inside the actual Discord. It's just hidden. It's only available to the trading team, the people that are on the trading team. But eventually, we're connecting all of this. So you see the idea, you see the math of what you could be doing. We just did basic math, just talking through Jacob here. And I say the lower numbers, like, okay, make 3, 5, 6K a month, because that's achievable for a lot of people, because a lot of people are already doing that or more. And so now it's just doing that from a different source. And with trading, if you can make 3, 5, 6K a month, like there's no difference in the actions of turning that to 30, 50, 60K a month. It's the same action. The difference is the account size, and your mindset. So in the mentorship, we're teaching how to expand your consciousness rapidly. I'm teaching secret school stuff that I paid tens of thousands, probably over 40 grand to learn all the stuff that I've learned about the consciousness. And then we're teaching after that, once your consciousness is expanding, we're teaching how to deeply reprogram your mind through NLP. Same thing. I spent probably like 25 grand on the things that I learned there. And then, of course, then we're teaching how to trade, setting up your rules, when to trade, where to trade, why to trade, how to trade, right? How to make money, how to get funded. We're going to teach all that. So you're going to know everything that you need to know to turn this into a consistent income that you can live off of. Now, my goal is that you're profitable so that we can add people to the trading team. So that's my selfish benefit. But it's could be a benefit to you. I also realize not everyone's going to be interested in that. That's totally fine. So there's opportunity, obviously huge opportunity in trading for yourself. But there's even greater opportunity with what we're building with Atlantis, with the trading team, with the Atlantis Discord, on and on. Lots of things in the pipeline. So if you feel aligned, there's total of 13 spots. Right now, I think we have 7, maybe 8. I got to double check left. Hard cap. So yeah, if you feel aligned, if it feels good, if you've gotten my course before, I'll offer you a discount, for sure. But just, it's more about seeing if this is a good fit. So if it feels right, feels good, just send me a message. We can get on a call, vibe it out for at least 15 minutes or an hour. See if it's a good fit. So anyways, yeah, other than that, stay tuned in the Discord once again. If you have ideas, trading things, questions, comments, concerns, yeah, stay tuned. You got all the resources here. So cool. All right. Anyone got anything? Any questions? Anything before I go? Nah. Cool.
Thank you much.
Thanks, Jacob. Thanks everyone else. Bro, you look really young without facial hair.
Oh, dude. So actually it's so funny. So another little quick tangent. I got a haircut yesterday and I shaved my face yesterday for the first time in I haven't cut my hair in like 8 months. Okay. So that already hurt. And then I was like, I never knew I could grow facial hair. So then 4 months ago, when I was up in the mountain, I was like, it's when I quit my job and I was like getting really serious with this. I was like, I'm not shaving my face or cutting my hair until I'm actually officially a fund trader. And then yesterday I was in such high alignment with my higher self. I was like, oh bro, he's gonna be clean cut. And then I was actually gonna go get a fade. And I was like, no, I want really long hair. So I was like, just give me a little trim so it grows longer.
Let's go.
But then I shaved, so I literally feel naked, bro. I was like, what's up with my upper lip, bro? I just look.
That's how
so
I have this
funny,
little,
bro.
you can barely see it, but this little mustache, and it's like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm gonna cut it off too, and I've had it for like a month, but dude, yeah,
Dude,
8 months. That's the trader life. It's like you just
dude. I was like, I don't have to like impress anybody. But I'm just gonna
I
go to the
know.
gym tonight with my hoodie on. I was like, but it was so yeah, dude. Like I'm like, damn it. And I was like, does my hair look weird? I was like, I'm gonna be wearing hats until it gets longer again. It is what it is.
I love that. Yeah,
Doing warrior stuff.
sometimes I could probably pay more attention to my appearance. I'm on many calls a day, but I got to a point where I just really don't care.
Yeah, I was just like,
I don't give it. I don't care what anyone thinks. I get some people. There's been a few people that are like, I love what you talk about, but you should put a shirt on in more of your videos. I'm like, dude, you should take it
I'm
off. You
getting
need more
vitamin
sun.
D. You should close your eyes and use your ears.
Yeah, exactly. So funny. Yeah, whatever. That's a thing. That's freedom. Like you probably. I'm gonna say right now, with where I'm at, this could totally change if I'm. I actually don't think it ever will change, but I will probably never again wear the freaking monkey suits. The suit and tie and shit.
Mm,
I will probably never again do that. Not at a funeral, not if I'm in politics, none of that. Because I'm just not into it. I'd rather be comfortable and
yeah.
I don't really like anything. If you ever see me wearing jewelry, I have a ring that I wear all the time. My girlfriend bought it for me, right? And I got this thing, Garmin watch, and it's to test out the token of me technology. And like it's only I don't really care. I don't care at all.
Yeah.
And I think all of us, and a lot of that is because I'm so focused and aligned with who I am and what I am and where I'm going. I don't care what anyone says. With people, I love when I get like hate on social media and stuff like that, because that means for every person that sends out, I will say hate, but like is a hater, it means
You're
you're
doing it right.
like 10x good in the world, So I'm hoping for 100x the amount of haters that I have. I'm shooting for that,
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, heck yeah. Okay, cool. All right, well, I'm gonna head out just to get some food for this next call, and
All right.
appreciate you, Jacob. All love to everyone else, and to you, Jacob, of course. All love to everyone.
Yeah. Definitely appreciate you. All right.
Yeah.
See you later.
Okay, later, guys.